You gonna help me? You're gonna have to move. Come on, look at you, bumping everything around. Come on. Okay, okay. Jackson's my alarm cat. My alarm clock cat. He knows when it's 5 o'clock in the morning. Don't you? Oh, yeah. I'm pretty sure he's trying to tell me he's hungry. You just ate. Okay. Just lay down right there. Just lay down right there. All right. So after we got 24 in that round, not everything out of alignment. There we go. Now we're going to go around, do increases. We're going to put another double crochet in the first crochet. There's 2. This round we want to have 36. Don't be eating the yarn. So we're going to do 2 and then 1, 2, then after the 2 we do 1. You just happy, aren't you? Got 2, 1, 2. What are you doing? I don't know why cats like yarn. Quit. Me. Leave it alone. Okay, 2, 1, then 2, there went Jody. Go get her. And there's June. So yeah, we got Jackson, June, and Jody off on the PetSmart at different times. I remember when we went to pick Jackson out, or we went to go get a cat, and we had seen him on the website. Boy, he was just a clawing at that little window, like he was saying, "Take me home, take me home." So we did. We took him home, and we didn't know what we were gonna name him. He started playing, and of course, you know, after being in that little container that they keep them in, he was very active and my husband said, look at that, Action Jackson. So that's how he got the name Jackson. He's Action Jackson. And then Jackson needed a playmate. So we got Jody. And Jody was such a good little mama kitty. She went around, she always cleaning on Jackson. I said, well, she needs a kitten. So then we got June. Then Max was my son's cat. He was going to Korea. And he also had Smokey. Smokey and Max came to us. They were leaving California to go to Korea. He was in the Air Force. And the vet that they had used didn't correctly fill out the paperwork for them to get through customs. So they were in the Washington State, whatever airports in Washington State, and found out that their beloved cats weren't going to make it through customs. Of course, Mom, Dad, can you take our cats, just until we get settled in. Okay, so we figure in a week or two, 3 weeks, a month at the most. So they get there, they get settled in, get another phone call. There's not a vet in the area. And if Smokey and Max get sick, we'll have to take a long ride. Okay. So we agreed to keep him, and he was only going to stay 1 year in Korea. Well, he liked it so much there, he extended to 3 years. And just on our part, we decided that the airplane ride from where I'm at to Korea is going to be too hard. Especially Max. Max was very stressed out from the airplane ride from Washington State to here. So we kept them for 3 years. So for a while I had 5 cats, but they came and they got Smokey. Smokey went to them right away. Max, he did not go to them right away. So I just said, Max is happy here. He's got a relationship with all the cats. And, we'd be glad to keep him. So we did. So now we're doing 2 in the first, then 1, and then we're going to do another increase. So 2 stitches. And then 1 stitch, 1 stitch, and then 2, then do your increase, and then 1 stitch for the next 2 stitches. See, we've got 12, 24, 36. This one should be 48. 2, 1, 1. Then we'll go to 2. lost count there. 2, 1, 1. Hello, Jody. I talk to my cats like they're my kids, because, you know, they are. My kids are grown. Oh, the arm's starting to pull. There we go. 2. We're almost to the end here. Two, one, one, 2. I don't think that 2 is supposed to go there. 2, 1, 1. Let's see what we got. Should have 48. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 46, 47. Oh, we were one off. 48. There we go. Slip stitch at the top. I think I got one more round to do. 1, 2, 3, 4. Nope. 1, 2, 3, 4. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to make another one of these. And when I get done with the second one, I'll be back. Now that I have both flat circles crocheted up, and then I'm going to round the edges and slip stitch them together. The next thing that we're going to do is we're going to chain 3. So 1, 2, 3, and then we're going to double crochet in the same spot, and then just 1 double crochet in each stitch all the way around. And we're going to do this for 2 rows. And at the end of the second row of crocheting all double crochets, I'll be back with you. Now that we have the 2 rows of double crochet done, we're going to do 4 rows of single crochet, which I've already started. I've got nearly 2 rows done, and then we're going to do 2 more. So, and I'm doing this because I'm doing the single crochet because when I get to making the handles on the side, I want to be able to attach it to the single crochet to make it a more sturdy hold. So let's go ahead and crochet 4 rows of single crochet. We'll just go round and round. And when I'm done with the 4th row, I will come back and let you know what we're going to do next. Now that we're at the end of the row of 4th row of single crochet, we're going to do 1 row of single crochet increases. So go ahead and chain 1, and then chain 1 in the same space, and then single crochet, then do a single crochet increase, and then do a single crochet, single crochet increase, meaning do 2 crochets in 1 stitch, and we're going to do that all the way around. So you're going to do 2 stitches in 1, and then 1 stitch, then 2, and then 1, and again 2, and 1. And go ahead and continue this pattern all the way around, and the next step we'll be doing is we'll be creating the handles. So after I'm done with this row, I'll be right back with you. So after we got the 4 rows of single crochet done, and then the 1 row of increase, my phone I thought was recording, and it was not. So while I thought I was recording, I made the first tab to put your finger through. So I'll go ahead and do the second tab. Well, I know that the phone is recording. Let me adjust this a little bit. So what we had done is from the starting point on this side, where we'd been doing all our slip stitching, I had counted, see right here, I had counted, crocheted over from the slip stitch 10. So we did 10 single crochets, and we did 10 rows, and then we surface stitched the handle to the cozy itself. So we'll go ahead and start it from over here. I already created the slip knot. And from where we had, from the slip knot over to here, I counted 38. And then from 38, I counted over 10 spaces. And that's where I put my hook. So from the joining stitch over here, count 38, and then count 10. This is the beginning, the 10 over to the right, and this is the end, the 10 where the blue marker is. And we're going to do 10 rows of single crochet. 10 rows of 10 stitches. So we're going to do 100 stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. We're going to chain 1 and turn. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And go ahead and do a total of 10 rows of 10 single crochets. Once I get that done, I'll be back to show you how to stitch the tab to the outside of the cozy. Here we are at the end of the 10th row, and we're going to take this tab and we're going to fold it over, and we're going to stitch the bottom row of this tab to the bottom row of the single crochet. So how we're going to do it, so we're going to flip it over, and right where this row is, we're going to follow the stitches down to the last row. We're going to put our crochet hook through, this is the last row, or the first row of the single crochet. Okay, there we go. Now we're at the correct row. So right after the double crochet ended, then we started the single crochet, and that's where your hook needs to be. Just go ahead and follow this line down, and then put your hook in that hole right there. And then take your slip knot, put it over there. And then we're going to wrap our yarn around the hook. Well, we got to get the hook through the material here. Got a hook there, single knot there. And we're going to pull the yarn through to the back. I think since I'm on this side, I'm going to need to do it the other way. There we go. I did it from the inside on the other side. So what we're going to do on this side, so it's not going to work out, at least I'm not going to be able to work it out. We'll just take our yarn, pull out a big string, we'll cut it, just make it long enough that we'll be able to take our sewing needle, and then we'll sew it. We're going to sew it from here to here. So here's our yarn needle, and let's wrap it around there. And then squeeze it through that eye. And then just line up the stitches. You want to go from here to that first row of single crochet. And then just all 10 stitches, just stitch it to the cozy. Stitch the tab to the cozy. My needle came out. I'm just going up, pulling out, and then back down. And then up. And down. Just a typical sewing stitch. And I want to do another stitch at the corner, bring it through the back. And then we'll go ahead and grab one of these little knot stitches from the inside and make a slip knot. And then, since we already have the yarn on the needle, we'll just go ahead and sew the ends in. I'll cut off that end. We'll sew this end in real quick like. We're going to have to start the needle first. That end is too short. And we'll put the yarn in the eye. And then just pull the yarn right through those stitches. I think we have one more over here, yeah. And after we get this end sewed in, we'll put the bowl in there and can see how it fits. So we've got the yarn threaded over the needle, and we're just gonna go back and forth a few times. A few to me means 3. You just do it however many times makes you feel comfortable that it's not going back its way out. I find 3 to be sufficient. Okay. So here's our cozy. And we're going to put our bowl in there. So when you have a hot bowl of liquid, you can put it in here and then put your fingers through the loops. I have a very small hand. And then just be able to carry your bowl. There's nothing in this bowl, so I'm going to turn it sideways so you can see how it fits. And there's a front view for you. Spin it around. You know, I would not recommend putting these cozies in the microwave. The yarn that I use is acrylic. Of course, then you have your dye. It might burn or smoke or put off some scents, some very disgusting smelling scents. So, but being as it is acrylic, you can wash and dry it. And also, if you have like a cold bowl of ice cream or something you want to keep cold, this is also good for that. It's a bowl insulator. It just insulates the bowl. So, thank you for spending this time with me. And if you made a cozy, I am on Instagram. Please go ahead and tag me. I'd like to see what yours turned out looking like. Maybe you put a little design on it. You could always like top crochet stitch somebody's name in there, or you know, anything that make a little design in there. I'd love to see what you've done. Crazy Cat Lady, Crochet and Crafts. Have a good day.